Welcome! We hope you enjoy this video of our Field Day 2017, held jointly by the Damascus Emergency Communications Team, a part of the Damascus Volunteer Fire Department, and the Montgomery Amateur Radio Club. Deployment for Field Day begins on the Thursday before, when we take our equipment out of storage and haul it over to the Damascus Volunteer Fire Department's gorgeous outdoor pavilion, which they have generously allowed us to use again this year. Well, here we are, Friday morning before Field Day. Lots to do to prepare, and I think everybody's inside, or at least the early arrivals are already hard at work. So let's go see what's going on. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning. Welcome to the 2017 MARC DECT field site.
Woo-woo! And we're talking to Ron, the president of the Damascus Emergency Communications Team. Thank you again for joining us and partnering with us for Field Day. This is our third year in a row?
I think so, yeah.
Wow, wow. You know, we're kind of like going steady. Well, I guess it's Friday. The weather's not great, but it's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Right now, I think we've had the major rain for the day.
Fingers crossed.
That's right.
All right, well, we better get to work unloading the cars, and next up, building the antenna farm.
Let's do it.
All right, thank you. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Happy Field Day. Good morning.
So are we ready?
We are getting a jump on it. It's a nice cool weather out. We were a little worried it was raining this morning. We were heading out, but the weather seems to have cleared. It's cool out. There's a nice breeze. Just the perfect weather for ham radio assembly.
All right, well, I'll leave you to it. Morning, Tony.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine, how are you? So is this your first Field Day?
First Field Day, getting ready to lift up the antenna farm.
All right, pretty exciting.
Definitely. Here to learn lots.
All right, well, great.
How you doing? KC3JFE.
KC3FYN. Same here.
Well, the guys are starting to work on the first antenna, so let's go take a look. So what are we doing here?
We are trying to drive the stakes that hold the base of the tower in place so that it doesn't kick out from under us while we're putting it up.
And here is our patch panel. Conceived, designed, and put together by David N3ADE, and it is spectacular. We use it every Field Day now. Hey guys!
Hello there!
Hi! So what are we doing out here?
Putting together our plan.
Looks like you're making great progress.
Thank you.
So Glenn, you're putting up your world famous sky hooks?
Yeah.
Do we have the screws for the rest of the tower?
Running cable up to the rafters instead of running tower.
I got to tell you, that was a brilliant stroke of genius you had.
Well, you have to blame it on Tom. It was his idea. He said, wouldn't it be great if we had hooks to hang things from the rafters? I couldn't find any on Amazon, so.
So you made them. Awesome.
Lots of them.
Oh, and they look fabulous. So where did the cables go on that?
On the bottom hook,
And-
down in here.
How long did it take us that first year we had it without these sky hooks?
Ooh, a couple hours.
Now how long does it take?
A few minutes.
You're a genius. Hey Tom, how are you doing? It's so nice to see you.
Very good. Ready, waiting for Field Day.
Oh, listen, thank you so much for allowing us to use your beautiful facilities again this year. This is like our third year here.
Well, we're glad to have you guys. It's a good thing we do for the community and the county. We're glad to have you.
Well, we're very grateful to you, and thank you so much for your wonderful support. And so we're looking forward to a great Field Day tomorrow. Today's Friday, so we're putting everything together, and then tomorrow we operate for 24 hours.
Tomorrow's the big day. Everything starts.
You gonna be here?
I'll be here.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Tom. Hi, Joe.
Hello there, Alex.
How you doing?
Fine, thank you.
So what are you up to on this Friday before Field Day?
Well, I'm trying to set up the coax and the power cord and my little table.
Is this going to be your table?
Well, I brought it here, and I am going to donate this table to the club.
Oh, wow. Thank you. You are very generous.
Well, thank you, and I'm glad to see you're here bright and early, and
Well, same here with
your
you.
new boots.
My new boots, yes, yes. I invested in these 2 years ago after that last horrible horizontal rain we had. Remember that thing?
Well, I'm looking forward to operating, and hope we have a successful field day.
Thank you. With you here, I'm sure we will. Thanks, Joe. Hi, guys.
Hey, Alex.
So how we doing over here?
Well, we're getting things set up. I've pretty much got my trailer
Yeah, it's
all
looking
set
sharp.
up, and what we need now is a flag to put on top of the pole.
You know, that's what you need. That's right.
Yeah, so, and luckily the sun's coming out, so it'll recharge my solar batteries.
Fantastic. Do you have a flag for that?
No, that wasn't meant for, I mean, we can. It would be, I thought it would be neat to have something to draw attention, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably, we might put the, that, you know, that microwave dish on the, not on the top, but farther down.
Right. So inside here is where the guys are going to be operating starting tomorrow.
Well, it'll just be one of us, maybe the satellite station and myself, and then we have another trailer coming for Vic.
Nice.
That's going to be parked right next door.
Great.
So this is pretty much, you know, ready, waiting for the, you know, the equipment, you know, transmitters and receivers.
It's going to be exciting. Well, we'll check in with you tomorrow when you start to operate.
Okay, Alex.
Thanks a lot, Bob.
I could get loose.
Hey, Eugene.
G'day.
So what are you doing?
I'm actually transplanting a rotator with the I'm transplanting a rotator for this for the use with this mast because the color codes aren't standardized, and so this guy has a bad controller, maybe. So it's easier just to swap the whole unit than it is to change somebody else's color code. It would be rude.
Well, good luck with it.
Yeah.
I don't want them twisted over and over again.
We have one of the rope.
Hey, Tom, what's this going to be?
This is going to be the hauling rig for the tilt-up tower. And that device that Bruce is holding in his hand is the rope winch. It will winch rope of the right size through it continuously. And that allows us to feed the rope.
Why don't I hold this table?
Are you going to be doing a safety briefing before?
Yes, before the lift.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I'm going to turn on this.
Bring it around. Watch the ends.
Watch face.
Okay, so you tie the bitter end. I don't want any, because we can take the slack up down here. Tie the bitter end to the hoisting ring.
That part. So how are you doing, Vic?
Doing fine. Is that the same camera you had last year?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, here we go. I just got here because my mentor here, Bob, is well in progress there, getting it set up.
Oh, yeah.
Orientation a little bit different than last year.
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple canopies here, and
You
this
could.
is Bob.
Yes, yes. Hey, Bob.
Hi again.
Interviewed last year.
Right. So where's the CW going to be operating out of?
The BAB's RV. Is that what you call it?
Is this the RV?
No, but it's going to be parked right here.
Oh,
It's gonna
okay.
come
When he
up.
comes? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
it's not here yet. It's about the same size, but it's a pop-up camper trailer. It looks like an A-frame,
Uh-huh.
you know, fiberglass size.
Gene?
Bandpass filters. This one's 7 megahertz, so that'd be 40 meter band.
Harry the man at the news.
And so what other kinds do we have in there?
We probably have all of the HF bands we're likely to be operating. There you go. So what? 10, we probably have a 15, 20, 40, 80 meters, and I don't think we're doing 160 this year. Basically what this does is it allows a particular frequency range through. And then it attenuates or reduces things outside of that realm. And the idea is to minimize the amount of just like harmonics and things like that that come in to a particular radio. Okay. So that's the gist of it.
From the antennas?
Right. Okay. So if you have a transmitter that's transmitting, and you have some spurious harmonics. Those can actually interfere with bands, especially since on HF, most of the spacing is multiples of 2. 10, 20, 40, 80, 160 meters, so.
It's a natural setup.
Right. So that's what they do.
No matter if you see a safety problem, yell hold, and then we'll clear it up. But that's the only thing I need to hear out of anybody except Bill's directions. Yo, he, 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 easy, yo, easier.
Yes, that's it. Lock it. Lock it. Yeah. Gene, how we doing? You good? Lock it.
Hi, Glenn. What's going on over here?
We are getting ready to deploy our interlace tri-band antenna on top of the popu-up mast, which I don't know the military number for. So, so think of it as a oil derrick going backwards. So we're going to be sky drilling.
All right. And this is the antenna that's going up there.
Yeah, with the rotor.
Tri-band antenna with traps.
Yep.
Say that again?
A tri-band antenna with traps.
The drain hole's facing down.
And the drain hole's facing down.
A little bit less work than last year.
A little less work. We only have 2 sets of guys instead of 3 sets of guys. So it's a little easier.
Here, Tom tells us that the weather tonight is going to be thunderstorms and heavy rain.
Yes.
And
but tomorrow it's supposed to clear up.
Oh.
After a few hours into the operating period, so about 4 or 5 o'clock. And if it's cleared up enough, I'll set up my tent and spend the night. So
very nice.
I'm not going to set the tent up if it's going to be wet.
No.
Tall enough to pass it that high though.
There you go.
Okay. Do you have it back? Hold on so we can. Alright, I got the other side. Okay, we only go this high. Yeah, we're it.
For a second.
It's gone past my reach.
Yellow mark is not lined up.
That's good. About 40 meters. Oh, wait.
20.
20.
So 14 something. Well,
15 and 10, right?
Yeah, it's 10 meters, so that would be 20, 28.
21, 315.
That's 15 meters.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
and that's not even in the area.
Well, as long as it's reasonable. We just want to make sure there wasn't a problem before we put it up.
What is I
testing it?
We ready?
Spotter ready?
Ready.
16, and with no work to find for a boy who was blind, the governor loosed up funds. Them words when I heard them was nearly as sweet as to cover the sound of the guns. Now the mayor's my man as I work in his stand on the steps of the city hall, and he tips with Canadian quarters, you know. I can tell when I hear 'em fall. But when I roll down that shade, that times must be paid for with money from Uncle Sam. So I'll take every nickel that's rightfully mine. Don't tell me whose blind man I am. So I slipped him $1 to cover my shame, but I've never been back for news. I buy all my papers at the State House from Eddie. He's been there since World War II.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing?
We're going to set up the grounding field here. This is to protect all the equipment that everybody is going to set up here tomorrow. Oh, I've dropped a screw. I hope I can find it. In order to make sure the equipment is not subject to any kind of static discharge or damage, but more importantly, to safeguard the operators themselves. If some unexpected discharge were to occur, the operators would have these lightning arresters surge arresters between them and the antennas, and it would all go to ground in this grounding array we're building here. You can see the stakes laid out in a V pattern here. Result, we're distributing any charge that has to be equalized over a fairly large piece of earth. And the rods, no matter what their length, should never be closer than twice their own length. And that's on the longer rod in case you end up with odd lengths. You've got 110 and 1/8. Well, they go 20 feet apart, not 9 feet apart, half of 18. You go 20 feet apart on the longest rod, sets the distance, twice the longest rod. And that is to make sure that each one of them is discharging into a separate shell of earth, is the term of art, so that they have enough space to get rid of the charge or to equalize the charge, because the earth is only a good conductor because of its large area. If you tried to measure it as a conductor, it's not great. It's just so huge, it makes a fully adequate conductor for this purpose. So you have to give it enough cross-sectional area, enough earth around your rod to be effective. To do that, you do have to run it over a larger area.
So why the V shape, Tom?
Well, it's to reduce how much charge is going to be in closer to the building, where it can create a step potential and yet have the focus of the grounding for the coax in at the edge of the building, which is where those arresters are. So we want to disperse the charge away from the building, because during a discharge, step potential is, look at my feet right now, the distance across my feet is the step potential. So somebody walking across the ground, the difference between 1 foot and the other is the step potential of the earth. During a lightning discharge, that can be hundreds of volts, enough to come up one leg and get down the other and make you a very injured or dead puppy.
Wow.
So you want to make sure you don't end up in that combination of circumstances, and this is one way to do that.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Tom. I'm not going to interrupt you while you get to work. This is probably the most important and safety measure we're going to take, right?
Well, it's not as direct as keeping everybody out of a tower when you're lifting and the straightforward safety precautions, but there is importance to it. The trouble with lightning, in a general sense, is that it's a low incidence but very high danger event.
Sure.
So, Scott, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are you doing? Let me grab.
So what are you guys up to here?
We're attaching grounding wires.
And so these clamps, they're kind of unusual. They seem to be like a lot of work to put together.
They are initially a little bit of work, but the beauty is it actually gives you a hooking mechanism that allows it to be taken off more quickly. And I don't have a screwdriver handy to loosen this guy, but if you see here, there's actually a gap that you can use, and there's a Phillips head, so that's nice. So that you can, once it's set up, you can actually quickly detach it from the rest of the wires.
So what is it called? Is there a special name for it?
It's just
ground clamp.
Yeah, it's a latching ground clamp because it's got the latch there.
So why would you have to like take it apart quickly?
Well, so you can put this on this cable and have it ready to go, deployed at the specific lengths that you need it, because you want to have it at specific points distance-wise to allow proper grounding. And you can leave it on the cable, and next time when you deploy, you just measure out your rods and attach, and you're good to go. So
Great.
It just simplifies things.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Scott.
Sure.
Well, it's Saturday morning. Field day officially starts at 2 o'clock this afternoon and runs for 24 hours until Sunday at 2 o'clock. So there's a lot of scurrying around, trying to get some last-minute preparations, last-minute antennas up, and so let's see what everybody's doing. Good morning, Bill. How are we doing today?
Life is good this morning. We've already got a working 40-meter inverted D, and we've had contacts on it to Massachusetts to prove it's good.
Wow,
In
great.
the process now hanging a inverted 80-meter dipole, and from the bottom of that, about this far, we'll hang Bruce's G5 RV antenna.
But then now
Wonderful.
in Venice,
So we'll get to it.
Yes, you think we'll be ready by 2 o'clock?
Oh, easily, yeah.
All right.
We'll be working on the Shirley by 2.
All right.
Putting that up this year.
Great. Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I am wonderful.
Refreshed and ready for...
Fresh and ready to go. Went to Home Depot yesterday, got all the little details that we needed to get. Well, we're going to have to recreate something for over there. We want to put a stand so it's not sitting in the dirt. So we're going to build something this morning.
Fun.
Get it off the ground, make it so that nobody can trip over it.
That would be nice, especially since we're going to have visitors. And we're having scouts this year.
I'm very excited for the scouts. I'm hoping I'm here for them.
Yep. Yep.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Alex. Good day for him. Field day. What? It's not over yet.
Good morning, David. How are you?
Oh, excellent. Glad to be here. So yesterday it seems that the rain got itself out of its system, and early in the morning, and look at this blue sky with puffy clouds. It's nominal. It doesn't get better than this.
We really lucked out.
Yep. So the weather gods, the field day gods smiled.
Yes.
The demo gods smiled also.
All right. So what are you planning on doing?
So I'm here. I plan to be here for the whole day. Possibly tomorrow morning. I have to see. And so I have 2 responsibilities: meeting and greeting people to show the station, and students, hams, new hams, wannabe hams. But also I'm one of the captains or the coaches for digital modes, and I'm pleased to say we have 2 young operators, half my age, who are real digital modes weenies. So my goal is to have everybody have fun and facilitate it.
All right. That sounds like a real plan. Thank you, David.
Okay. So I did sort of set up the station operating area. Okay. We'll probably try to put some sort of blockage here too. Maybe we'll just stretch some tape across. We'll try and encourage people from walking in here because it'll just sort of be a trip hazard. So let's start, maybe get some tape.
Why don't we just poke fun at them every time they trip?
Yeah, do watch out. I tripped yesterday because you're looking up or talking to somebody, and invariably there's stakes on the ground, so I've already tripped twice on the ground. So we have marked everything. If you see a stake that's not marked, come get some flag tape in the mark box right here and mark it. All right, so I think Bill, right here, let's go ahead and go look at our order. We got order of operations for this morning.
We're in pretty good shape. I'm actually surprised how good a shape we're in. We just got the 80 up and we need to test it. And we got a G5 RV up, which also probably needs to be tested. But we've run the transmission lines and they're hung, so good, very good, guys. We got all of the AB-155 masts. All the masts on the other side except for the Shirley are done. And the satellites, but they go up quick. So we got first thing we really need to focus on is getting up the AB-952 for the VHF antenna on this side. That will be what we're going to do right now after this. We'll split up. If we have enough people that are willing to help with antennas, I can send somebody else over here to the carry mast to go ahead and fly up another inverted V40. So that we'll have 2 inverted V40s on this side. And then, once we're done with that, we want to go across the street after we're finished with the VHF and fly the 80 over there and shorten the 40 that's there because it was a little bit too long, and Ted got us the right dimension for that. And once we're finished with that, then we should be in pretty darn good shape to go ahead and move on the Shirley after these satellites.
Yeah. And the AB, the pump-up tower, it's not its owners at all. We're only going up about 30.
We're only going up to 1 kit, which is 35 feet.
So it's a lot less onerous and stressful.
And we had a good lift of that yesterday. Glenn was helping us get that up, and that went up real well. So I'm really happy at this point. The Shirley will probably be something closer to 2 o'clock, maybe even after 2. So those who want to operate right at 2, you know, that's fine. But there's some of us who really want to see the Shirley go up and try it out. And it could be a really powerful 40 meter for that side. So we're going to find out. I hope it doesn't drown out everybody on this side.
And my focus this morning too, and if you need something less strenuous, we need to get sort of the station set up, get the laptops out here, and get that done too. Yeah, Joe was here yesterday at the end of the day, and he was working in Germany and Europe on the tri-banders. So the tri-banders is in really good shape. And then you guys made a couple of voice contacts this morning, I think? Or
I made that couple down to
Greece. So,
on the dry matter?
Yes.
Wow. And the 40 works. We tested that, right? You got a contact in Massachusetts.
all right, so let's be safe. And remember, our safety advisor, who's our Stephen safety advisor today for the morning.
It's Eugene, and they'll all be here about 10, I think.
Okay.
It's only 9:30. Tom's supposed to be here at 10, I believe.
All right, so remember to be safe, be aware, hard hats out.
This is an AB 952 jack-up aluminum tube antenna. It goes up to 50 feet, but we are only going to put it up to 30 feet, which is what the original kit height is. And on top of this will be a rotator and three antennas, 2 beams, and a vertical for UHF.
Terrific.
A 2-meter beam, a 6-meter beam, and then on the very top would be a UHF.
Going to be ready by 2 o'clock?
Yes.
All right.
Provided somebody gets here who's loaning us the rotator.
Okay, thanks. Hi, Dave. So what are you up to here?
What am I up to here? Well, this is my new go box.
Let me get around here so we can take a look.
Okay. So basically, I've got my backup power set up here, 12-volt battery, and I have an uprotor so that it takes the 12 volts and makes it 13.8, so the rig is happy. And then in the box, I've got multiple extension cords where I need to plug in other AC devices. But the DSP and the radio run off the battery or AC because I have a Schottky diode set up here so that I can convert it. It allows me to convert power. So if I lose AC or I lose the battery, the rig doesn't know any different and still continues to operate just like a UPS. So at some point I was going to hook up a computer. Bruce is going to get that phone.
So what are you going to use this for today?
GOTA.
GOTA, that's get on the air.
Correct. Yeah, we're going to have hopefully lots of people come for GOTA. Old hams, new hams, and not hams yet. So
because you're here, the regulations allow even non-licensed people to get on the air.
That's right. So we can get some good people on here and get some good contacts. So I got to test it in a few minutes. But,
yeah. Well, you got a good spot here in the corner.
Well, hopefully.
Yes.
And I think it'll be better noise-wise for the rest of the operating stations.
I remember last year it was kind of hard to.
It's noisy over there.
Yes. Yeah, so it should be a little bit quieter over here, and especially for new people, you know, because it's a little bit, yeah. All right, well, great. Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Good luck.
Thank you. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Fine. The A-team station is doing great. We're smoking. We have about 50, 60 contacts on 20 meters, starting from Maine and flowing around to Michigan and all the way down to Tennessee and South Florida.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Great day.
It is, and the weather's beautiful.
It is just perfect weather.
Lots of families have dropped by. The Boy Scouts were here.
Oh, they are?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
CQ Field Day, CQ Field Day. This is Whiskey 3 Mike, Whiskey 3 Mike. CQ Field Day, this is Whiskey 3 Mike, Whiskey 3 Mike, Whiskey 3 Mike.
Your replacement is Lori, who you brought on board and was
great job last year,
burning up the circuits, right?
Definitely the top scorer last year. So I expect her to do the same thing this year.
Oh yeah, she's right there. She's not listening because she is now attuned. She is plugged in to getting this thing done. Anyway, so really great seeing you, K3RRR. All right, take care. Take it slow. All right, bye-bye.
Okay, so you're in New Jersey. That's what you're allowed to here is Whiskey 3 Mike, Whiskey 3 Mike, and we are 5 Alpha, Mike Delta Charlie. Go ahead, sir.
We're Whiskey 3 Mike, 5 Alpha, Mike Delta Charlie.
73, good luck. You are booming into Maryland, 20 over, please. Okay, anybody, anywhere from Whiskey 3 Mike.
Hey,
actually a beautiful last.
2 years ago, nothing but rain.
Yeah.
The flooding.
So we're here with the fire chief, and thank you so much for letting us use your beautiful facility again. It's so nice of you, and we really do appreciate this gorgeous facility.
We really appreciate helping you guys out, and it's really a worthwhile cause the way I look at it, and it's very nice what the setup you have here. And I'm amazed every year to see what you can do.
Well, you know what we do together. And so this is a partnership that is very valuable, and we really respect it and treasure it a lot.
We do too.
You guys are doing digital?
Yeah, we're doing PSK31.
So explain that a little bit to our friends that are watching.
Okay, so PSK31 is a keyboard digital mode. It's pretty much just like typing to the guy on the other side. So right now we're calling CQ. So we're trying to find another station who's coming back to us. We're also participating in field day. So we pretty much just alternate back and forth between finding an empty frequency, calling CQ, waiting for somebody to come back, or looking for other people.
Do you mind if I go around and take a look at your screen?
Yeah, go for it.
So this is what, I'm going to reach over your shoulder.
Yeah, sure.
So this is what the digital...
Yep. So this is FL Digi. This is probably one of the most common, most popular, and definitely most free programs for doing digital modes. We're using an ICOM 7300, and basically just taking the audio from that guy, trying to decode it, looking for people to talk to. So every one of these little bars down here is another station trying to transmit.
That is fantastic. Well, good luck, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Vic. How are you doing?
Well, we got to get a little sound in the territory here.
You got a nice layout here. Very sweet.
Log in somebody here before I forget it. I log it in using the N1MM software here. I put in the class, which is 5 alpha in this particular case. And this is Western New York.
Nice.
And we enter and it gets put into the system.
So I thought you were going to do CW.
That's what this is.
Are you kidding me? So show me how this works. So this is digital CW?
Yeah, this is it.
This is brand... Oh, look at you. Look at you. Talk about combining old with new, huh?
This was somebody else's frequency. So currently right now I'm using hunt and pounce or search and pounce.
All right. So, Seth, how you doing?
So, we're having a good day. We probably did, Joe and I and Valerie, probably did about 60 contacts in about 2 hours.
Wow.
I think we did okay. Towards the end, some guy jumped on our frequency. And I didn't move either. And Bruce walks by and he says, "That's it. That's the spirit we want to see." But we did pretty well. Joe was nice. He took down the thing. They let me pound it out. And Val would give our exchange. And it worked out really well. You should ask her what she thinks.
I'm going to. Thanks so much.
All righty.
Hi, Larry. How are you?
Oh, good. Great
Nice
day
to...
today. Beautiful day.
Oh, weather's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you doing for field day?
I set up the microwave link from the fire station to here, so we have internet connectivity to access everything here.
Wonderful, because I know there were some programs they had that they wanted to be able to link up with other members.
Yeah, one of them, we had an issue though, is that I made the microstuff work and Bruce first made the N1M stuff work, and like Vic made the FL Digi work with his, but we never put everything together all at once.
Oh.
And that's what we ran into trouble here. Pieces didn't fit together.
Did you fix it?
Bits and pieces of it, but not as well as we'd like it to be.
Well, you know, there's always there's always next year, right?
Right.
Thank you, Larry. Sure. So Valerie, hi. This is your first field day. What do you think?
It is. I'm really excited to be here. It's like I've heard all the talk about field day for the past year, but to finally see it, it's like it really makes it real. It's really exciting. Came here yesterday and helped with the antenna setup, so I got to see that aspect. And then I just got finished operating the radio with Seth, which is awesome. Got to make a lot of contacts. In fact, I've made like quite the list of contacts so far.
Look at you.
So that's been awesome, kind of learning the ropes in terms of that.
So who are your two assistants?
These are my parents. This is my dad, who's also a tech. And we got our license at the same time. It's like a daddy-daughter thing. And this is my mom.
Hi, Mom. So are you going to get your license?
We'll see.
You can't let these two upstage you.
They won't rub off. Yeah.
Okay, well,
actually also third generation now.
Yeah.
Grandfather is a ham.
Well, this is a great tradition.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, welcome to the. Well, you're already part of the family, but now you're part of our family.
Yeah, we got the real deal.
The real deal. Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you and enjoy the field day.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, Louis.
Hi, it's Louis here, W3VVV. Right now, I'm looking around for my hard hat. I put it down somewhere yesterday, and I don't know where it is, and understand that they were picked up, the hard hats were picked up and kind of put together in boxes or something like that so they wouldn't blow away, but it's a yellow hard hat and it says W3VVV on it in faded letters.
You know, I think I borrowed that hat for a little bit.
Oh, okay, well.
Sorry.
That's okay, as long as it makes it back to me at some point.
You have a big head, by the way, really.
Well, thank you. Anyway.
So why is a hard hat so important?
Well, what happens is when you approach Tom, W3TDH,
our safety officer.
Our safety officer, it is necessary to wear a hard hat. So a few minutes ago, I started to approach him. I was actually probably just marginally inside the danger zone, and I just wanted to ask a quick question, but right away he said, hard hat, please, and I knew he was right. I didn't know where my hard hat was because Alex had borrowed it.
Sorry, I will look for it with you. Thanks, Louis.
It's okay. I'm sure we'll turn up at some point. If not, they're not that expensive, really. They're great safety items. They're not expensive. They're very fashionable also. They're available in all sorts of colors and patterns now. If you look on the internet, they're just amazing. They even have pink ones and purple ones.
Thanks, Louis.
So anyway, that's the
amateur radio and fashion hints.
Amateur radio and fashion news about hard hats. 73.
73.
I just wanted to give a gift for you for all your help this past year.
Oh my God.
I know I'll keep seeing you, but I just wanted to give you a little token of appreciation.
Oh, holy cow! Look at this.
Oh, is that awesome or what? Does she know you?
Yeah.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Well, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yep. And then there's a card there too.
Wow.
So David was the one that got you into amateur radio?
Yep, he helped me out a bunch, studying for the test, doing a bunch of like public service stuff, so it's been awesome.
Well, we gained a valuable member in you from it, so Dave, good work.
And you know what? This is off the record?
Yes, it's on the record.
This is off the record. No, it's on camera, but off the record.
Okay.
I thanked her parents. I'm talking behind your back in front of you.
Okay.
That they still continue to be active in the hobby, hence they're here. Even though Valerie got accepted into the Honors College at the University of Maryland.
Woo woo, woo woo! Congratulations! And you got the ARRL scholarship.
Yep,
now, what's the official name of that scholarship?
It's the General Fund Scholarship.
Okay.
It's by ARRL.
How about that, huh?
In Yiddish, there's a word called nachas.
Yes.
What is nachas? Nachas is the joy that parents experience from the successes of their children.
I love that word.
It's nachas.
Nachas.
Nachas. It's a Hebrew word. It's a Semitic word, Hebrew word, but it's used in Yiddish. So, in our language, Yiddish stands for Jewish. It's the same thing. I mean, you speak Jewish, you speak Yiddish, same thing. And this gentleman knows what I'm talking about. So, nachas. comes with practice. So anyway, so you learned the word.
And this
So now I'm
gentleman
back on the
here,
record.
you got your hard hat. Thank you. Good. Good. A happy ending.
This is the one you wore?
Yeah. It fell over my ears. Hey, Phil.
How you doing?
Fine. How are you? I'm going to get you in the light here. So I see that you came to join us on Field Day. Thank you so much.
Sure thing.
And you brought helpers.
Want to say hi, Teresa?
In fact, you have 4 little helpers, right? Well, one's not so little this year. I see them grow every year.
That's right. I'm going to get them all technician's license.
All right. In fact, I see one of them going at the GOTA station now.
That's right.
I think I'll join her.
Very good.
Thank you, Phil. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
And you're going to answer him. Okay? Just hang on a minute and I'll help you out here. So you have to wait until he's ready, all right? So just a minute. Go. Kilo Victor.
Kilo Victor 3 Bravo.
I didn't hear you. Hang on a minute. We got to get his call sign. We need to know who he is. 5 Alpha.
5 Alpha.
Mike Delta Charlie.
Mike Delta Charlie.
Roger, call is Kilo Victor 3 Bravo.
Hey, Tony.
Hello, how are you?
So how's your first field day?
Excellent, making lots of contacts, enjoying the digital modes. Hit up some phone as well. Just a good time.
Good.
Little sleep, but lots of fun.
I know. All right, great. Good luck now.
You as well.
Thanks, bud.
Whiskey 3 Mike, Whiskey 3 Mike.
If you need it, I always carry it on my kit. So you know right away.
Whiskey 3 Mike, Whiskey 3 Mike. Whiskey.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, Alex.
So how did it go this year?
It was great. Tom was doing his trusty logging. He did a fabulous job. He picked those people out of the haystack.
You got a good teacher, Alex. You got a good representative here.
So Joe is good to you?
Oh yes, absolutely. We're a good team.
All right.
Plus, we have a lot of fun doing it.
This is the vanity call sign that I picked up, is that you can sign up for it. You know, so I wanted to shorten it down a little bit, less words to say. And you know, I was looking around. I was like, well, I wonder if they got Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, which is the name of a Wilco album that I enjoy. You know, and in the album, they have a number station that repeats Yankee Hotel Foxtrot over and over and over. So it's like burned into my mind.
Oh, nice.
So
very cool.
That's
story.
where I came from.
Very. I'm not sure whether I'm into the contesting part of the side of the house or into the rag chewing side of the house. I think the contesting side of the house is a little more fun for me because I don't have to think of things to say. I just get to workstations. It's a quick conversation, back and forth, exchange information, then you're done. Where rag chewing, sometimes you actually have to think of conversation.
Hi, Mark. Don't mean to interrupt.
Okay, well, we're having quite a run here at the end. It's about 5 more minutes to go, and we're going to probably equal, if not exceed, the number of CW contacts from last year, despite the poor conditions. 15's been open really, really nicely, and even made a few contacts on 10, much to my surprise.
Wonderful, Mark. Well, I won't interrupt you. Just take advantage of the last 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
will.
Got to come. So is this the end of field day, Vic?
Yeah, well,
2 o'clock.
Yeah, and the newer rigs, the GOTA station was really popular this year because they got the fancy rig over there. The kids really loved it from what I gather. I wasn't working with them, but yeah, he says he got home and the kids said, oh boy, that was lots of fun.
Yeah, they're adorable. They're back today.
And they're back today, right?
Oh, yeah, they're adorable. All right, well, I guess we better get to work.
I want to thank Bob.
So, Larry, what goes up must come down, huh?
Does look like it, yes.
So, great sky hooks, huh?
Those are great, yes. Whoever did that, it's a great idea.
Well, that was Glenn. He did awesome work.
Because we've used a lot of them, as you can see down the
Look at that. It's like hanging Christmas lights, except we're hanging cable.
It's quite a wiring deal.
Yeah. You should get a patent on that. So hello, Terry.
How's it going?
So you showing up to help take down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be all hands on deck for that. So, huh?
I can do that.
It is past 2 o'clock. We are good to go. I think as soon as we get the stuff off the tables and tennis start coming down, it's you know, that pretty much calls it.
Yep, I guess so.
So hopefully a good time was had by all, and you know, we leave the place and never see where we found it.
Absolutely. I better get to work. Thanks. Hey, Ted.
Hi.
How was your field day?
That was great.
Yes. So now,
would you mind
6 meters is a lot of fun.
oh, how'd you do?
Well, we did pretty good last night. Hank's been at it all day, so he's racking them up.
That's awesome. Yeah. So it was a great field day?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. All right, gentlemen. Any last words now that we're officially closed on 2017 field day?
Yes.
Yes?
For as much work as we put into setting up and with as much work as it is to take things down, I think it should really be at least a week long. So the amount of work would be amortized over a week instead of over just 2 days.
Louis, it's already a week long. We just call it field day for some unknown reason.
Well, actually, the setup and the takedown, if you think about it, it takes a lot more than 2 days because you've got to plan for 6 months in advance. And then after you take everything down, you have to reassemble the kits and make sure all the parts are in the proper places, yada, yada, yada. So it's a lot more than a weekend.
Absolutely. It's like field month. No, field season.
No,
Field season,
no, I
right.
mean, I feel like we should operate for a week.
True. Right to the ARRL. Right to the ARRL. We got to change the rules.
And for anyone who's employed, it should be treated sort of like jury duty. You get full pay. You get full pay while you're at field day.
I love this.
Field week.
Field season. All right. Thanks, guys. Another field day over?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to hydrate because that's important to field day.
Oh, absolutely. We got a lot of water this year. We ran out last year.
Yeah, I remember running out in a hot afternoon and thinking I would give anything for a bottle of cold water.
That was poor planning on my part, but I fixed it this year. We have overkill of water, so drink up. So what'd you think of field day this year?
I thought the antennas were generally a success. We had a few coax problems, and we probably need to focus more on coax as it goes up. We did do a lot of testing, but we skipped some testing. Anywhere we skipped it, we messed up. So.
Yeah.
But other than that, they did okay. The 80 meter and all the dipoles worked very well. The beams also worked well. You know, it was the only thing we had problems with was the VHF, and we know a lot about that. That's transmission cable again.
Okay. Well, I'm going to get on my hard hat and help you, but I would like to take videos of when we take down the tower.
It's always dramatic and impressive, yes.
All right. I'll see you in a minute.
Did you get any of those pre 2 o'clock contacts that were people that started at 3 hours early?
No, I didn't do any of those.
Knowingly. Sometimes people call you when you're setting up, and if they're a pre-2 o'clock contact for you, you know, pre-start time, it's because they're using the 23 hour. They didn't start setting up until 3 hours ahead. And then you call them later and all they'll say to you is dupe, 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 because you're a dupe for them.
So, David, N380E, how'd it go?
Very well. We had over 100 contacts for the go-to station, according to our logger. And we had maybe 20 kids or so come in, and 2 or 3 of them got over 20.
Wow.
We had a very successful go-to. Actually, we had too many people. It would be nice if ARRL could see their way clear to having 2 go-to stations, because there was so much enthusiasm and so many scouts and everyone else showed up. Some of the hams brought their families, and the families were very excited to try HF for the first time. So it was really wonderful.
Wonderful. And GOTA stands for?
GOTA stands for Get On the Air.
And you don't even need a license.
That's right. You can sit with a licensed ham and get coached on what to do and make contacts with imaginary friends all over the world, at least for field day all over the U.S.
And learn how much fun ham radio is.
Hopefully. that's the plan.
All right. Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
Thanks for all your good work.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You joined the club and you became official members only about a month ago.
Right.
Correct. So you're doing amateur radio as a family.
Yes, we are. We homeschool, and Isaac was getting into the electronics, so we decided to. Chuck upgraded his license, and Isaac and I both got our license.
Well, you are a wonderful family, and you are the kind of family that is going to make amateur radio great for the rest of the century and into the next. That's what it's all about. Family, community, supporting each other. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, I guess it's time we had a good time at Field Day?
Yes, we did.
Well, now we have to take everything down. So now more work, but all right, so have a great day and welcome to the club and welcome to amateur radio.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey, Diane.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine. Your call sign?
KC3JFN.
Just want to make sure you're official.
Oh, yes, I am. I was in the same class with Isaac and his parents. And I am the XYL of N3 ESR.
Hank.
40 years later.
Finally.
I've joined the club.
Congratulations.
Yep. So we're really happy to be a ham family. And she was not going to get her license, I don't think, but she comes to all the ham fests anyway. Say hello, Sheba. So we're happy to be part of the club. And I have the original mark repeater was 0464. So I had this made many years ago when he got his license. So now I'm going to go and get a new one.
With your call sign on it.
You bet.
All right, Diane.
Thanks a lot, Alex.
Thank you, and welcome to amateur radio.
Thank you.
You were always there by marriage, but now officially on your own.
Exactly.
All right,
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, Terry, you can get out of there.
All right. Keep going, guys. We're lowering the wind.
And somebody, Glenn, would you spot the ladder and make sure it's headed for it?
Yeah. It's not. Stop it. Latch. Saturday to go. You're right, Terry. Watch your head.
Nice work, guys. Thank you.
What do you think, Bill? How do you think Field Day went this year, 2017?
We made a lot of contacts.
We did. It was like a lot more people, a lot more digital activity.
We
this
had
year.
a lot of families in and a lot of kids.
Yeah.
We had a lot of Boy Scouts.
I think there was over 120 contacts on the GOTA station, so there was a lot of kids, and Dave did a great job there with all the moms. And
Joshua was in there, and he was a phenomenal. His sister was learning how to do it. I mean, this was a family affair.
It was.
And they stayed all day,
They did.
which is great.
They did. So I think it was very good. Good PR for amateur radio this
Almost worth all the work we had to put into this to get the stuff here.
And good thing it only happens once a year.
Yes.
Thank
By the time Christmas rolls around, we go, oh, it wasn't so bad.
And with no work to find for a boy who was blind, the governor loosed up funds. Them words when I heard them was nearly as sweet as to cover the sound of the guns. Now the mayor's my man as I work in his stand on the steps of the city hall. And he tips with Canadian quarters, you know. I can tell when I hear 'em fall. But when I roll down that shade, that times must be paid for with money from Uncle Sam. So I'll take every nickel that's rightfully mine. Don't tell me whose blind man I am. So I slipped him $1 to cover my shame, but I've never been back for news. I buy all my papers at the State House from Eddie. He's been there since World War II.